I'm the president of the Esports Trade Association. I'm the head of partnerships at Gamestop, and I'm on advisory boards for Stadia Ventures and Dallas Influencers in Sports and Entertainment. In my day-to-day life, the way the skateboarding mentality integrates itself, if you will, is really just that consistent perspective of like, if we're gonna fall down, we're gonna get back up and get it again. The other is when I'm going to these amazing places like Dallas Cowboys headquarters, I'm looking at all the stairs and the ledges and wishing I could skate there. Esports or competitive gaming has really become very popular very recently. So I've been fortunate to kind of establish myself as one of the experts in esports. So definitely in Dallas, it's like, you got to talk to John. My name is John Davidson. I've been skateboarding for 25 years now. Gamers are very skeptical of brands coming from outside the space. They're very similar to skateboarders in that way. We skaters, we don't want anyone in our space. If you're not skater-owned and operated, we don't want you, right? Gamers are a little easier to reach, but they have what I call a healthy skepticism. What I'm trying to do is figure out how our brand and other brands can connect with gamers. So I just kind of inherently understand the mind of the gamer because I'm born and bred a skateboarder, and I'm very skeptical of brands myself. I'm John Davidson, head of partnerships at Gamestop and president of the Esports Trade Association. But before my business career, I used to skateboard for a living. I used to skate around a little bit when I was in second grade, and then I got into BMX racing. My mom has been a teacher, so grades are always super important. I actually got a C on my report card in English when I was in fourth grade, and I got grounded from racing bikes. So I looked into my curtain closet, and there was my old skateboard. Just got the bug instantly, and it took off from there. Got on a few small clothing brands. I got shop flow from Globe for a number of years. After high school, I got sponsored by a small skateboard company in Orlando called Santa Fe Skateboards. They were like, John, you should come out here. And I said, yes, I should. Pretty rough situation. I got a job doing telemarketing to support myself. The company was challenging. And then I ended up moving back to the Bay Area, working at some cell phone stores. And then I got on a skateboard tour. I was able to tour the country and do demos with guys like Christian Hosoi and Brian Sumner. Ended up breaking my ankle at the end of that tour. I was on tour for 6 months, and I went to a temp agency. So I did these tests, was walking out of there, and this lady, she grabbed me by the shoulder when I was coming out. And she said, John, do you want a job starting tomorrow? I was like, yes. And it turned out to be a tax firm called Beers & Cutler, one of the top 50 best places to work in Washington, D.C., and the fastest growing independent tax firm in the United States. You know, I always thought an office job would really suck. What I learned from that experience is it's not so much what you're doing, but who you're doing it with. That really encouraged me to go pursue my degree in marketing. And then I found myself over at the marketing arm, which is a global agency. They're the agency of record for AT&T, doing work with State Farm, Nissan, these bigger brands. So I got put on the Gamestop team for this partnership role. 3 weeks after I was on that team, Gamestop hired me on full time. I've worked a ton of crappy jobs. I've had moments where I lost everything and I had to completely start over from scratch. What I've learned from skateboarding is that constant, you fall down and you get back up, you know? Yeah, having a full-time job takes up a lot of my time. I typically skate about once a week. So when I'm not doing anything on an evening, I'll go to my local park. And also when I'm going on trips, I'm looking up skate parks that are in the area, whether I'm in New York or LA. I'm always finding an opportunity to skate wherever I'm going. Yeah, some people question the board on the backpack, and they're like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm not going to be available after our meeting. The advice that I give to young skaters or young people in general is to really gain a background or an education in business. The reason why I encourage people to do this is a degree in business helps you understand how to make money doing what you love, or sometimes more importantly, how to avoid going into business doing what you love because it doesn't make any money. You could know so much about flowers, right? You can know everything about flowers, but if you don't understand supply chain, if you don't understand marketing, if you don't understand how to reach your consumer in a way that engages them, you could be the smartest person in the world and your business is gonna fail. One of the most exciting things I've had the opportunity to do was to give a TED Talk. I never thought that would ever happen. TED Talk was on instant gratification relating to technology, our phones, and the harms of it in society, but also how you can overcome it. You'll have to watch the talk to see how to figure it out. So Jerry Jones, he flies in on his helicopter to the Cowboys HQ. The rumor is it's illegal for him to do so, and it's a $10,000 fine, and he just considers it a donation to the city.